Hi, EFT friends. I've always been a bit of a kinesthetic learner, and perhaps it's not a surprise that I ended up loving EFT so much, given I met the love of my life at a dance school. But does anyone remember, veterans might, that when we were learning EFT back in the day, there was a hand dance to help you remember the then stages and steps? And being a kinesthetic learner, I always found that really helpful. I'm going to link to a few different YouTube video versions of it in the notes for this video. But it got my supervisees and I chatting recently about the EFT Tango, now our macro intervention in EFT, and such a beautiful vehicle to know how and where to move in a session with clients, whether you're working individually or relationally. I wondered, could we make a hand dance for the tango? I want to acknowledge that some super creative people like Chad Imhoff have already got some other wonderful ways to remember the moves of the tango, and I'll link Chad's video in the notes below here too. But here's what some of my supervisees and I came up with when we were thinking about a hand dance for the tango. If you, like me, like putting things through your body, maybe this can help you remember the 5 moves. In move 1 of the tango, we mirror and reflect the present process, holding up a mirror to our clients, showing them what we see. This builds alliance, but also enables them to get some working distance so they can start to see their own patterns a little more clearly. In move 2 of the tango, we engage in emotion assembly, which leads to deepening of emotional connection as we put together the pieces of their emotional experience. We deepen into experiencing together. In move 3 of the tango, we invite an engaged encounter with a part of the self, the therapist, or a real or imagined other. And often this leads to a bonding event. In move 4 of the tango, we process that encounter with the speaker and the listener, paying attention to what occurred. And in move 5 of the tango, we integrate, validate, and celebrate, tying a bow on their experience and saying, wow, look what you did. I hope that these simple hand actions help you think about the way you move through the 5 moves of the tango and maybe make the links between them a little more clear. All the best to you, my EFT friends.